Alright, this is the progress proposal for 24/7, Oklahoma's newest solution for gas and fuel prices. So, my name is Chad Marshall, and as you've already seen, I'm inventing my own personal line of gas stations, and let's go ahead and begin. So, for the hardware structure, it hasn't really changed much. It will have an emergency stop, it will have a display matrix to indicate the price. Indicate the price that you will be indicate the not the price the fuel sorry the fuel incrementations, and then of course that data will be transmitted to the user, and then we're going to be using the a bar LED for the fuel gauge. Alright, so now let's move on to the software structure. So for the software structure, I realized an issue. How can this be contactless? And so I then thought, well, why don't we have an employee view so that the employees can know exactly when a customer needs assistance for a payment, for doing gas in the car. And so I've added this employee view here. Other than that, everything works the same. So we have the octane selector for the user view. They have the results that shows the price that they selected, and a stop button. And then, of course, we have some vent controls and LEDs, which control these LEDs here and here. Okay, so next let's go on to the roadblocks. So the biggest roadblock I've found initially, not anymore, was because how do we make this contactless? And as I've already explained, by separating the view for the employees to have their own view, they can be inside the gas station conducting transactions, so that when a user needs help, or rather when they want to get gas, anytime they get gas, they go ahead and submit that, employee see it on their screen, employee run out, and then service the customer. So let's go ahead and move on to our last bit. What is left? Currently, I need to put the buttons on the pumps to give the user feedback, and and I also need the stop button, the emergency stop buttons on both the pump and both customer views. Okay, so let's go ahead and start looking at this wonderful thing. Okay, so here we go. Okay, oops, you don't need to see that. Sorry about that. There we go. So let's go ahead and start the program. So the program is started. Let's initialize these configs. Oh, here it is. That's right. There we go. So here's the customer view. Here is the employee view. If you were to initialize just on the employee side, it initializes both the employee and customer sides. Alright, so let's go through the steps. So I am only going to have about 13 pumps at my gas station. If you were to try to do anything less than that, it won't let you. And as you can see, the data did not change. So let's actually do a pump that I do have at my gas station. Let's do pump number 6. And because I have a flex vehicle, I want to have flex fuel. And so as you can see, the fuel is $3.10 a gallon. We can change this, as you can see here. But let's stick with flex fuel. Have I already paid? Because this would be out of the scope of the assignment, I'm not really going to worry too much about this, but if it were to extend this, I would have this. Now, let's go ahead and start monitoring. So the employee will be monitoring at all times. And let's submit. Aha! We have a confirmation. An attendant will be out to assist you in slot 6 momentarily. And as you can saw, when the customer hits submit, the employee then saw that help is needed at slot 6, or pump 6. So once the employee is ready to help the customer, they will go ahead and check. And then here we go to the pump, and here's where the pump would start pumping gas and all that. Because I don't have the pump stuff set up yet, the breadboard is empty. The breadboard doesn't have anything on it so far. It doesn't have any LEDs. That'll be the last part of my project. And then we can go ahead and look at the data here. So whenever I click check, this button went to true. And we can go ahead and just initialize this real quick. And there we go. We can initialize this, reset this, and we can go ahead and try another demonstration. Because I'm not worried about the Raspberry Pi side for now, we can just leave this here. It still works without it. Okay, so let's do slot number 8. Let's do something that's a little cheap. No, let's go all in. Let's do $5.10 diesel. Diesel's pretty expensive. I haven't paid yet, so let's submit. As you can see, slot 8, $5.10. $5.10 would have showed up here if I had this running, but I'm not worried about that right now, so it's not important. And then the employee view has updated to 8. And as you can see, this is false. If we check it, then the employee is running to the pump, and this is true. All right, that is it. Thank you so much for watching.